Highwayman's Mask. The moonlit road wound across the moor. A sharp breeze ruffled the heather. Behind them, Sarah and Jamie heard the sound of horses' hooves, the jingle of harness, and the rattle of wheels.
There's a coach coming.
Can we have a lift?
Now, out of my way!
Whoa! Charming.
Wait a minute.
Someone inside's told the driver to stop.
Come on! Thanks very much for stopping. Wow! Princess!
Check those jewels.
We couldn't leave you out there on the moor in the dark and cold. Could we, William?
No, my lady.
She looks like Cinderella going to the ball. What an amazing dress.
Like in the panto last Christmas, remember?
Last Christmas was Aladdin.
No, it wasn't.
Of course it was.
Would you care to get in? Or I shall be late for the ball.
Sorry. Don't sit on a lady's dress. You'll mess it up.
Sorry.
And watch out for those muddy shoes.
Sorry.
This is my brother Jamie. I'm Sarah.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Lady Sophie. I'm on my way to Granville Grange, but a small detour will take us to a village. We can drop you there. I must apologise for the rudeness of my coachman, William. Cold, dark nights make him melancholy.
Go on!
Hey, we're stopping.
Flat tyre.
Can't see anything.
Stand and deliver! Oh, no. It's Jack of Diamonds. Don't shoot me, sir.
Open the door a bit.
Okay. It's a geezer on a black horse.
A highwayman.
I advise you to run for it, Mr. Coachman, if you value your life. Don't kill me, sir. I'm going. I'm going.
Oh dear. Poor William. Scared out of his wits.
Never mind about him. What about us?
And now, you inside the coach, your money or your life.
Don't ask us. We're flat broke.
So if you're going to shoot us, you better get it over with.
Well, I'll think about it. Now, out of my way. I am Jack o' Diamonds, Knight of the Road. Your money or your...
Life?
Pardon?
Were you going to say life?
Yes, I was.
And now I suppose you want my jewels.
I suppose I do.
Well, here you are then.
I couldn't take them, Lady Sophie.
I see you know my name, Jack.
Who has not heard of the beautiful Lady Sophie? I shall take but one thing, as a keepsake of our moonlight meeting. Your diamond necklace.
It was my mother's. But she won't miss it. Here you are.
And so, fair lady, adieu.
Adieu to you, Jack o' Diamonds.
Are you okay?
Never better.
Your coachman's run off, I'm afraid.
How unfortunate. Have you ever been to a ball?
No, but I wouldn't mind going.
Ever driven a coach?
No, but I wouldn't mind trying.
That's settled then. Granville Grange isn't far.
Come on then, Jamie. We better get going.
Hey, look! A brass button.
What's that on it? An eagle?
Looks like it. I'll hang on to this.
As a keepsake of our moonlight meeting.
Giddy up! Lights up ahead.
We're coming up to a mansion.
This must be the place.
Follow through the gates. This is Granville Grange. Come on, you two. You can escort me inside. A pity you're not better dressed. I'll just say that your cousin's visiting from the New World.
Great.
Will there be anything to eat?
I sincerely hope so. I'm starving.
Sophie, my dear, I insist you dance every dance with me.
But-
No, I absolutely insist.
Jasper, really, what the hell?
Fruit cup, sir?
Thanks. Who's the slimy-looking bloke dancing with Sophie?
Beg your pardon, sir, but that slimy-looking bloke, as you call him, is Sir Jasper Wellborn, your host.
Oh, sorry.
Not at all, sir. Your description of him was most apt. But I should be careful if I were you. He has a vicious temper. He has killed 20 men in duels. By trickery as much as skill, they say.
Let's join in the dancing. It looks like fun.
You know I'm not much of a dancer. I'd rather stay here by the food. Try one of these sausage rolls. They really melt in your mouth.
Oh, all right. But I'd love to dance. We might never get another chance to go to a ball.
Anyway, we get a better view of all the people arriving from here. Like him, for instance.
Robert Montfort.
He looks seriously hunky. All in black like a pop star.
Yeah, but look at his sleeve.
What about it?
It's got a button missing. A brass button, see?
Oh, my goodness. I'm exhausted. Sir Jasper wouldn't let me stop dancing.
Lady Sophie?
Just call me Sophie.
Sophie, have you noticed the man over there in the black coat? He keeps looking this way.
Oh, yes. Robert Montfort. I've seen him once or twice at various parties, but we've not been introduced. Nice looking, isn't he?
Not bad, I suppose.
What a shame he's so poor. I could marry him instead of Sir Jasper.
You're not seriously going to marry that slime bag?
We're engaged already. My father, the Duke, is very keen. Sir Jasper is the richest man in the county.
Ah, that's where you're hiding yourself, my dear.
Yes, these are my cousins from America.
How quaint. Come, my sweet, I wish to talk with you.
That Robert is still staring at Sophie.
Sarah, it has to be. It's Jack o' Diamonds. I thought there was something familiar about him when I first saw him, and now the missing button clinches it.
If it's the right button, he's just going out onto the terrace. Let's follow him and see.
Excuse me?
What is it? A message?
No, a button. I think it fell off your sleeve. Let's see. Ha! It matches!
Thank you. I was wondering where I'd lost it.
That's all right, Jack o' Diamonds.
Congratulations. I plead guilty. Are you going to turn me into the sheriff?
Of course!
Not necessarily. Return the necklace you took from Lady Sophie tonight, and we'll say nothing.
I might as well, for she has stolen my heart.
Cut out the sloppy stuff.
Oh, very well. I see you have no soul. However, my conscience will not be clear unless I give it to her in person.
I'll go and get her. Keep an eye on the prisoner, Sarah.
Jamie tells me you have something to return to me, Mr. Montfort.
Yes. This necklace recently came into my possession. Please, receive it with my heartfelt respect.
Good heavens! So you're...
What's all this? Sophie? I wondered where you were. Now I see this wastrel has lured you outside.
How dare you, sir?
How dare you, sir?
Who asked you to butt in?
Quiet, boy. Robert Montfort, you have presumed upon my fiancée's good nature and insulted me in my own house. I demand satisfaction. I give you choice of weapons.
Very well. Pistols.
Pistols it is. I will provide them. See you by the lake at dawn. Come, Sophie.
I am staying here.
Just as you like. You won't be so headstrong when you're my wife. If you're going to arrange matters for the duel.
What a grouch.
I didn't like the way he said he'd provide the pistols for the duel. Remember what the footman said? Do you think Sir Jasper could be planning a trick?
I'll follow him and find out. See you later, Robert.
At dawn.
This is turning out to be quite an evening.
It certainly is.
Come into the study, Roderick, and close the door.
Certainly.
Let's see what that slimy old Sir Jasper's up to. That's lucky. No key in the keyhole.
A single shot is all I shall need to send this upstart straight to hell. Hey, what, Roderick?
Of course. But suppose this Montfort knows how to shoot. Mind if I have one of these excellent grapes?
Help yourself, old man. I've got it all planned. I and Montfort will stand back to back and agree to take the usual 10 paces before firing. I, however, shall take only 9. Damn clever, eh?
Bravo, Sir Jasper.
Bravo, Sir Jasper. Well, we'll have to see about that.
And I shall not miss. These are the pistols I have in mind to use. Little beauties, I think you'll agree. I shall load them myself now. There. It will be dawn soon. Let us return to the ball for a glass of brandy. I like a drink before a killing.
Uh-oh, they're coming out.
Thirsty work, eh, Sir Jasper?
Phew, they didn't see me. Now, let's have a look at those pistols. What beautiful guns! You'd never think they could kill anyone. Stand and deliver! Whoops, careful, it might go off. I'd better put it back. Those grapes look good. Really juicy. Now that gives me an idea. A real lifesaver, in fact.
Here comes Jamie.
At last! Did you find anything out?
I certainly did. You were dead right. Sir Jasper is planning something. But so am I. There'll be no killing today.
How come?
I took these out of his pistols.
What are they?
Old-fashioned bullets. I've replaced them with purple grapes, so no one should notice.
Shh! Here comes Sir Jasper.
Glad to see you're on time to dine, Montfort. Don't want to keep the angels waiting. Ah, Sophie. Morning, my dear. I shall have to ask you to go back to the house. A duel is no sight for a lady. I shall join you there shortly.
Go with her, Sarah.
Come on, Sophie. We'll hide behind a bush and watch. This could be interesting.
Take 10 paces, turn and fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So, this is how you won so many duels, you cheating blackguard! Now's my chance to get my revenge!
Why aren't you dead? Don't shoot me, my dear fellow. See, I've dropped my gun. You wouldn't kill an unarmed man.
Oh, wouldn't I? Oh, what's the use? You're not worth killing, Wellborn. Far better that you live in shame.
Come on now, Sir Jasper. I'll help you back to the house.
You haven't heard the last of me, Montfort. I hit him, Roderick. Why didn't he die?
That settles it. Father can rage all he likes. I know who I'm going to marry.
Who?
Robert, of course. Well, Jack o' Diamonds, you seem to have won.
All thanks to Jamie here. And now I think we all deserve a good breakfast. I happen to know an excellent tavern not far from here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please call again.
Farewell. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. I'm stuffed. That was the best meal I've had in ages.
Since last night, you mean? You may have noticed Jamie likes his grub.
Yes, you could say that. Now, Jamie, where did you park the coach?
It's up this alley here.
Aha! Get them, men. The tall one first. That's Robert Montfort.
It's a Jasper!
Get that, you meddlesome fool! I'll teach you lot to make a monkey out of me. Aha. What's this in your pocket, Robert? A mask decorated with glitter. Men, we've just caught Jack of Diamonds. Off to the sheriff with him. Say goodbye to your precious highwayman, Sophie, my love. By tomorrow morning he'll be dangling from a rope.
We must save Robert.
I can't see how.
I think I can. Let's go back to the tavern and I'll tell you all about it.
Where are you taking me?
Gloucester Castle Jail. You'll hang in the morning.
If only I'd taken that dull old job my father wanted me to. Ah, but then I would never have met Sophie. Sophie. I'm never going to see her again.
Masked riders. Blocking the road. 3 of them.
Stand and deliver.
By heaven, it's...
Jack of Diamonds. I hear a man has been falsely accused. I will not allow an innocent man to hang in my place. Get out, Robert Montfort. Climb up behind me. You, redcoats, remember this night. A new and final chapter has been added to the legend of Jack of Diamonds. For this will be my last triumph. Don't try to follow, or you will not live to tell the tale to your grandchildren.
You've saved my life. Who are you?
A gentleman of the road, like you.
But
Didn't you guess? Now do you recognize me?
Sophie! Then the other 2 must be...
Sarah!
And Jamie.
What superb disguises! What do we do now?
We head for the Blue Danube.
The Blue Danube?
She sails from Bristol at sunrise. For the New World.
Good luck in America!
Bye, Sarah!
Goodbye, Jamie. And thanks.
Goodbye.
And so, the lady married the highwayman and lived happily ever after.
And I never did give that brass button back to Jack of Diamonds.
The music in The Highwayman's Mask is taken from Viennese waltzes by Johann Strauss. In Tales from the Vienna Woods, a solo cello slowly and dreamily plays one of the main waltz tunes. Then it's the zither's turn for a solo. The strings, with horn accompanying, come in with a livelier melody. Now the brass take the tune with the drums beating time.
The violins play the slow first tune again. Just before the end, the zither returns with its lazy solo. In the Blue Danube, the horn and strings play the slow introduction, which gets louder and louder as the strings and drums join in. The main stately waltz tune begins, with the whole orchestra led by the strings. The violins come in with a new, gentler tune, but it is only a short interruption before the waltz begins again. Now comes the most boisterous tune of all, with cymbals and brass. The first slow, lilting tune returns, played by the strings with a rippling harp accompaniment. In Wiener Blut, the main dreamy waltz tune is played first by the strings. Then it's played again, with the strings accompanied by the brass. The piece gets noisier and noisier, until just before the end, The strings and brass, accompanied by the cymbals, play the loudest tune of all. These are just some of the highlights from Strauss's Viennese waltzes. You are bound to discover more every time you listen.